Hi there and welcome to a new video by Yes and Explore. As you will remember from my last video, we've arrived on a beautiful island of Boracay. In this video, we'll show you the hotel that we stayed at during our 5 days here. We chose the Hue Hotel, which is a short walk from Station 2 area on White Beach, the most famous and very crowded beach annexed boulevard of Boracay. Even though it isn't on the beach, the location is very convenient because there's a couple of restaurants in and around the hotel, and as well as convenience store and pharmacy. Upon entering the hotel, you step right into the action. You'll notice that the pool's in the middle of the complex, and next to it is the main restaurant and breakfast bar restaurant. The outside guests can purchase a package used on the pool and also for the restaurant. Reception, as you can see, is immediately on the right. We booked a standard deluxe room and paid 4,200 Philippine pesos. That's around 70 euros per night. Instead of a room key, you'll actually get a bracelet, but you have to be really careful because if you break the bracelet, you have to pay for it. So be careful. We're welcomed by the lovely Lawrence, and when you step into the room, you immediately step into the deconstructed bathroom, as you can see, with a sink on your left and some room amenities next to it. Opposite is actually the shower, and they're divided with the toilet. So as you walk into the toilet, it's a separate room. So that's always super easy when somebody wants a shower and the other person wants to go number one, number two. It's a fairly big room, and as you notice, it's not a see-through shower as you used to in some places we go to. But the shower itself was fairly big, fairly easy. It had a rainfall shower and a regular shower. It also had a safe, but upon entering, funny story, safe was closed. So we had to call reception immediately to make them open the safe. They also have a fridge they fill up with all kinds of drinks. But yeah, as you know, we don't usually like that because we want to put our own stuff in. It's much easier. And every day and every time actually you want it, you can get a bottle of water and they refill it if you just call reception. So somebody just comes up, gives you a new bottle that is actually sealed. The room also had a smart TV with lots of channels, and we didn't use it that much because you're not in the room that much because Boracay is very beautiful. The bed was a really nice king-size bed, and you could see me already dreaming because we had such a long journey. And it was quite tough to get to Boracay, but as you've seen in our previous video, it's not that tough. It's quite fun. And on a boat. The view from the room is actually also very pretty. You can see the mountains in the back, the green around us. But there's something bad going to happen. Just a small spoiler alert. Something's really bad is going to happen. So here's Laura's already trying to call reception because we got a blanket. And we didn't get an extra duvet. We usually ask for 2 duvets, but they misunderstood and they gave us like a warm blanket, which is really not that necessary. But then disaster struck. There was smoke coming out next to the room. But before that even, the room smelled like poop. Yes, it did. And then we asked somebody to come and smell, and then what he did was he opened the window while the smoke was outside and the smoke came in, so it smelled like poop and smoke in the room. So we talked with reception and they showed us 2 more rooms, and they both were dirty, or they smelled. So we said, no, we want something better. So they brought us to the the best thing they could give us. The poolside view room. And it looks very similar, as you can see. So it has an actual safe that works. We didn't have to call reception. The same fridge. And they also gave us 2 wristbands, but one was already half broken. So that was a little odd because if you use the wristband and it breaks, you have to pay for it. So that was a little bit odd. So we immediately asked a new one. Yay, and we also have a full-length mirror over here with a separate bathroom, which is great, and the bum gun. Don't forget about the bum gun. We don't have that in Europe. I don't get it. Why not? Or we could have like a Japanese toilet. That would be heaven. And here you can get a little overview of the room. You can see me looking outside to the pool people. You'll get a view of that soon. And it's the same shower, rainfall, quite big, non-see-through, so you could feel comfortable taking a shower and cleaning yourself. So one of the things in this room was the bed is huge. You could see me lying on the bed. I wouldn't even fit all the way across. I mean, it was gigantic. That was a big plus in this room, and it was quite soft. It was not hard soft, but like soft as in comfortable soft. So it was really nice. And there's a lot more space in this room, to be fair, to put our stuff and actually sit down and maybe make a video like this, or trying to look for some likes and subscribes in these books. Maybe they're here, maybe they're there, or maybe you can press that button and like and subscribe to our videos. That would be greatly appreciated. And this is the pièce de résistance of the room. You can look out over the pool when Laura opens the door. Yes, there she is. And here you can see, and they always have like music on, and in the evening it gets very busy. Everybody sits and eats and drinks around the pool, so it's quite fun. But it does stop after like 10 or 11 o'clock, so it's not like they go on all night. So overall, it's a way better room, to be fair. It didn't smell as much, and it was bigger. The bed was bigger, and yeah, we were quite happy that after a long fight, we could get a decent room, because we were so tired. I mean, I crashed immediately when we came in this room. This hotel also has a gym, which was it's just a regular hotel-sized gym with all the things you need. And one of the cool things is this is one of the only gyms that had a barbell. And most gyms don't have it. They also have the Smith machine where the barbell is stuck in the machine, and you have to do all weird kind of stuff to actually do a proper exercise. Sadly, we got a little bit sick in Boracay at a certain point, so I personally couldn't go to the gym that much. Laura went once, so I was really proud of her doing that. I wasn't up to it to do it. Even though it was the first time we had a barbell, I still happy that Laura at least could use the room itself. So one of the most important things, breakfast. Yes, that was part of the package, and it's quite a extensive breakfast. They offer a lot of things, and they switch up a lot of things. So they have all these spreads, and they have a soup. But what they also had, like, every day changed to this meat section, this meat thing, this meat mountain, where they had, like, today they had bacon, and one day they had chicken, and one day they had pork, and they change it up all the time. And then you can choose some of the sauces you want. They also had an egg station where you can pick whatever you want to put in your egg. You put it in a bucket, and then you give it to the chef, and then you get a number to the table, which you'll see later. And they also had, like, all the typical Filipino things, like the spaghetti, the rice, some tuna, I'm not sure what it was, creamy tuna. And you have the meatballs, you have some fish and potatoes. And you have these hash browns. They're delicious, but be careful because they are calorie bombs. But I do like them. Also, one of the things they had, they also made a lot of fresh pancakes, and the bread where they put the egg and the butter in. I forgot the name, but also quite good. And they had coffee and cereal. And they also had, like, this whole salad bar where they had all kinds of cold things where you can create your own salad, which is very popular because every time you come there, it's like the good things are taken out. So it's a shame because you want to be healthy on holiday, but it's really nice. You really want to stay a little bit fit, even though you're having all these temptations around you. And you had fruits. There were only 2 fruits every day. They were the same. That was a little bit of a shame. I wanted to see more variation in the fruits. Probably the more local fruits they take. And you could also take juices, which are kind of on the sweet side. I prefer to have some water and coffee in the morning, so that's the best thing to take. So yeah, it was always busy in the morning, but there was enough to choose from. As you can see, we have two different ways of doing breakfast. The Laura way and the Lawrence way. But look, we're trying to wait for our eggs. And through the power of editing, there's eggs. It usually doesn't take that long, and they bring it to your table if you have your number up. So it's quite nice. But the thing they had, like, I think during our stay, they had like maybe 10 birthdays. It was a crazy amount of birthdays, so we don't understand, but if you get a birthday, they get a few pieces of cake. So yeah, overall, we enjoyed our stay in Boracay. It was a beautiful island. I want to thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see more, why not subscribe to us, to Yes and Explore, and see our next video, how to get to Bohol. Bye!